So, sister, again, you're an Israelite, right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the chosen people of the Lord, right? So the brother edifies you mighty in the spirit, right? You got to come to the living waters, which represents the knowledge of the Most High. Give me the book of John, chapter 4, verse 10. Give me the book of John, chapter 7, and verse 37, right? Bring this up.
John, chapter 4, verse 10.
Bring it out.
Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that saved thee, give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
Giving thee what?
Living water.
So the Lord is set up to give you the living waters, give you the knowledge of yourself, give you the knowledge of the commandments. Read on.
Verse 11, the woman said unto him, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep.
Right, so this woman thought he was talking about physical water, right? Like that water over there in the harbor, right? But the Lord, so like the water that the Lord is giving you is the spiritual water. Read on.
From whence then hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself?
Give me John chapter 7 and verse 37.
St. John chapter 7 verse number 37. In the last day.
Like these are the last days we living in. You see the prophecies being fulfilled. You see the destruction on the earth. You see the white man ruling over you and oppression. Right? That's set up and there was the signs to know that we're living in the last days. Read on.
That great day.
What?
That great day of the feast. Yahushua stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst,
And if any man be thirsty for the knowledge of the Lord, if you lack the wisdom, read on.
let him come unto me.
You gotta come to the Bible, sister. Read on.
And drink.
And do what?
And drink.
Read and learn of the scriptures. Right? So you gotta learn that you're an Israelite, sister. Again, you're not black, that's the color of a crayon. Right? That's the color of your outfit that you got on. You will be an Israelite according to the Bible. The greatest people that have ever walked the face of the earth. Right? Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. You give me 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 12. Right? There's a few more precepts, sister. Bring this out.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse number 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
This is the Lord speaking to the Israelites in the wilderness. He said we're a holy people, meaning to be set apart. When you read Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord said he chose the Israelites. The Lord didn't choose everybody. The Lord didn't choose the so-called white man, or the Chinese, or the Japanese. Like the Lord could have chose anybody, but he chose us to be his chosen people and the special. Read on.
Chosen thee to be a special people.
Be a what?
A special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
The Lord said,
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
the Lord said we above all nations that are upon the face of the earth. Right? How do you feel about that, sister? How do you feel about being above all the nations that oppress you? Right? That's a special thing. And that's what the Lord said about us, sister. Right? So we got to walk with a sense of pride. Right? We can't keep calling ourselves black, African American, Negro. Those are all bywords that the so-called white man gives.
That's right.
Right? Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 24 verse 9. Bring this up.
Book of 1 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 12. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders and the judgments of his mouth. O ye seed of Israel.
Oh, ye what?
O ye seed of Israel.
We are the seed of Israel, and we have to remember all the marvelous works that the Lord done for us. Right? He plagued the Egyptians. Right? He parted the Red Sea. Right? He made bread come down from heaven. He gave us water out of a rock. He did that for the Israelites. He didn't do that for all nations of people. Read on.
O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen one.
Is what?
His chosen one.
We are the chosen ones, sister. So being a chosen one, you have to keep the commandments of the Lord. You can't just say you're chosen and you don't do nothing with that knowledge. Right. You have to apply it. Even the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. Right? So would you say you love the Lord, sister? Right? So how do you love the Lord according to the Bible? Do you just say you love the Lord? Do you go to church? Do you shuck and jive? Right? No, you love the Lord by keeping his commandments and doing what's required of you in the scriptures. Give me that 1 John chapter 5 verse 3.
Book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3.
Right.
1 John chapter 5 verse number 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God.
The Bible says.
For this is the love of God.
Brother, this is the love of the Lord. Read on.
That we keep his commandments.
We do what?
That we keep his commandments.
So love is an action. Love is the keeping of the Lord's commandments. Read on.
and his commandments are not grievous.
It's not grievous to keep the commandments of the Lord. Give me 1 John chapter 2 and verse 3, King. Right?
1 John chapter 2 and verse number 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
We do what?
If we keep his commandments.
We keep his commandments. If we keep his laws and his statutes, read on.
He that saith I know him,
You say you know the Lord, read on.
and keepeth not his commandments,
You don't keep no commandments of the Bible, read on.
is a liar.
Say what?
Is a liar.
There's a lot of liars out here on the earth.
Right.
A lot of our
Right.
people are liars. They swear up and down they keep the commandments. Right? They go to church every Sunday. When the Lord said that's not the day of worship. Right? When you go to Sunday church, that's you worshiping the damn Son. Right? That's you worshiping the damn preacher. Right? Giving all your money to him, shucking and jiving, and for what, man? Right? So he can preach a prosperity doctrine on too. Read on.
And the truth is not in him.
And the what?
And the truth is not in him.
The truth is not in you. Give me Psalm chapter 119, verse 142. Let's get what the truth is according to the Bible. Bring this up.
Book of Psalms, chapter 119,
Verse 23. 142.
verse 43.
Psalms 119, 142. Bring it
Psalms
up.
chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Read on.
And thy law is the truth.
Thy what?
And thy law is the truth.
The laws of the Lord, that's the truth. The Lord said in John chapter 8, verse 32, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So we got to learn the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, so we can be free from this captivity. Right? We can be free from the oppression of the so-called white man.
That's
And
right.
free from sin. Right? So give me Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. Let's get some commandments for the brothers and sisters out here. All praises to the Most High. Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse number 12. And now Israel.
And now what?
And now Israel.
The Lord is speaking to the Israelites, right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Read on.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Like, what do you think the Lord requires of y'all? What is the requirements that the Lord has given y'all? To do what?
Keep his law, statutes, and
To
commandments.
keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Do what?
But to fear the Lord thy
You
God.
have to fear the Lord. This world don't teach you to fear the Lord. You have to fear his judgments. You have to fear what he can do to you if you break his commandments. Read on.
To walk in all his ways.
Do what?
To walk in all his
You have
ways.
to walk in all the ways of the Lord. You can't be partial in the law. I want to keep the Sabbath day, but I still want to eat pork.
Right.
Right? Or I want to shave my beard. Right? You can't be partial in the law. You got to come to the whole totality of the Bible. Read on.
And to love him.
To do what?
And to love him.
Right? And again, love is the keeping of the laws. We read that in 1 John 5 and 3.
Right.
Read on.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
With all your what?
With all thy
You
heart.
got to serve the Lord with all your heart. Right? All your soul, all your might, all your strength. All that's left within you, you got to serve the Lord.
That's right.
Read on.
And with all thy soul to keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Read on.
And his statutes which I commanded this day.
So all throughout the Bible, we reading about keeping the commandments. So now we're going to get a few commandments. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5.
So this is a commandment for the sister, the woman. Read on.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a
So
man.
in the Bible, the Lord said the woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man. What do you think that's talking about, sister?
Yeah, but looks like a man.
Right. But what do men wear according to the Bible? In life in general. Men wear pants. In the Bible, they're known as breeches. Even the book of Leviticus chapter 6 and verse 10. So when the Lord said the woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man, he's talking about pants, breeches. Right? So our sisters out here, right, they got everything showing, right? Not wearing modest apparel, dresses and skirts. They going off in the sight of the Lord. They are literally in sin because women have to wear dresses and skirts according to the Bible. Bring this up.
Book of Leviticus chapter 6 verse 10. And the priest shall put on his linen garment.
His what?
And his linen garment. And his linen breech.
And his what?
And his linen breech.
So the men wore breeches in the Bible. It say he shall put on his linen breeches. It don't say the woman wore breeches. Because women did not wear pants in the ancient world.
That's right.
Read on.
Shall he put on upon his flesh and take up the ashes which the fire have consumed with the burnt offerings on the altar.
All right, now give me Daniel chapter 3 and verse 21.
Daniel chapter 3 and verse number 21.
Right.
Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen.
Their what?
Their
Hosen.
hosen.
Look at that word hosen. It literally means pants. Right, so these men, right, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel, right, they were bound in chains with everything on. Right, then they had on pants. Read on.
And their hats and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace.
Give me 22 and 5 again.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Right.
A woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man,
Meaning pants, jeans. Read on.
neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a dress. Right? Because the Lord is not with homosexuality in the Bible.
That's
right
right.
now you got gay pride month going on. Is the Lord with that? Right, the Lord is not pleased with the works of this world. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 6. But you, sister, you have to focus on your salvation and get your spirit right in these last days. So you have to forsake wearing the pants. Right, how do you feel about that? Are you going to forsake wearing the pants for the Lord thy God?
I don't see why I can't.
That's right. Because what the Lord say, the commandments are not grievous in 1 John 3. Right? Give me Exodus chapter 22 and verse 20. Bring this out, gang.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse number 6.
Right.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Right, so the Lord said wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Right, homosexuality, bestiality, wicked oppression against the Israelites. Right, it's all manner of folly going on. Right, they dedicated a whole month to the homosexuals, which is June. But they give you the shortest month of the year, February, to celebrate your so-called history. Right, your history is documented in the Bible. We read Sirach chapter 17 verse 11 and Sirach chapter 24 verse 23. Right, your forefathers and your foremothers, their history is in the Bible. Read on.
And their hurtful words, what? Their hurtful words are fulfilled. What? Are fulfilled.
Fulfilled. Now bring this up.
Book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 20. He that sacrificeth unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall utterly be destroyed.
He shall what?
He shall utterly be destroyed.
Sacrifice unto the Lord thy God only. Right? You can't go to the church or go to the masjid or set up different things as idols and as gods in this time. You got to worship the Lord and Him only. You understand? Read on.
Verse 21. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppressor.
Give me 2nd Maccabees chapter 15 and verse 8. Right? You give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Right? So that's the dress code of the Israelite woman. Right? You also got to wear fringes. Matter of fact, give me that. Numbers chapter 15 and verse 37. So upon your garment, you got to have on fringes like every brother out here. Right? Even the sisters over there that's sitting down. Right? We have on fringes at the borders of our garment. Right? But we're going to get this, the meaning behind that. Bring it up.
Book of Numbers chapter 15, verse 38.
Right.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Right? The Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Read on.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So again, we all got fringes at the borders of our garments, meaning our clothing. Read on.
Throughout their generations.
This is from generation to generation, meaning it's an everlasting thing that we have to do as the chosen people of the Lord. Read on.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
And your fringe could be any color. Brother got on blue fringes, right? You can have on yellow fringes, pink fringes, purple fringes, but it has to have that border and ribbon of blue, right? Because blue is a royal color, and we're a royal people. Read on.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
And you may look upon your fringes. Read on.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord. Do what? And remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Put on these fringes as a physical reminder to keep the commandments. Right? Because you may forget, but if you got on your fringes, it's going to physically remind you to keep the laws of God. Read on.
And do them.
Do what?
And do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring.
Get verse 32. Right? So the Lord bidded the Israelites that we make fringes upon our garments. So sister, when you put on your dress and your skirt, you have to have fringes upon your dress and your skirt to physically remind you to keep the laws of the Lord. Bring this up.
Verse 32.
Right.
And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found the men that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
On the what?
Upon the Sabbath day.
Sister, what is the Sabbath day according to God? So it say the children of Israel, they were in the wilderness and they found a man gathering sticks upon the Sabbath day. What is the Sabbath day according to the Lord thy God? What day is the Sabbath? You know, brother? Saturday. Right? But the day starts at even when you read Genesis chapter 1 and verse 5. Right? So the Sabbath day really starts Friday sundown and it ends Saturday sundown. That's right. Right? So the Lord commanded the Israelites to keep the Sabbath in the Bible. Give me that second Maccabees chapter 15 verse 8.
Second Maccabees chapter 15 and verse number 8. Bring it on. And it reads, wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which in former times they had received from heaven.
15 and 8. Come on, give me this. Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 3.
Book of Nehemiah chapter 9 verse 13. Bring it on. Thou camest down also upon Mount Sinai, and spakest with them from heaven,
Right.
and gavest them right judgments.
What the Lord say?
And gavest them right
So
judgments.
he gave the Israelites right judgments, the commandments, all 613 of them. Right? Because the church only teach you that it's 10 commandments, but it's more than that, sister. Right? Read on.
And true laws, good statutes, and commandments.
And what?
And commandments.
Read on.
And made this known unto them thy holy Sabbath.
Like what?
Thy holy Sabbath.
So the Lord said he made known to the Israelites the holy Sabbath. What does it mean to be holy? Meaning it's set apart. Give me Sirach chapter 33 and verse 10. Right? So it's not like any other day on the earth. It's not just like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Right? It's a set apart day, and it's a sanctified day to the Lord.
Right.
Right? To reverence the Lord, replenish your body, and rejuvenate your spirit. Read on.
Sirach chapter 33 and verse number 7.
Yeah.
Why doeth one day except another? When as all the light of every day, and the year is of the sun.
Right? So every day is of the sun. Read on.
By the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished.
What?
They were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts. Some of them had he made high
Right?
days,
So the Lord said Sundays have he made high days.
Right.
Right? Holy days. Read on.
and hallowed them.
And did what?
And hallowed
He
them.
set these days apart. Right? Like you got the new moons. You got the Sabbath days. You got the feast days. Read on.
And some of them had he made ordinary days.
Have he made what?
Ordinary
You
days.
got ordinary days. Again, a Wednesday or Tuesday, that's just considered an ordinary day. But the Lord said he made certain days high days. And the Sabbath day is considered a hallowed day to the Lord. Right, now give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
The Bible says,
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it
The
holy.
Lord said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Again, Friday sundown onto Saturday sundown. Right? And how do you remember it? By putting on your fringes. Read on.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy
So
work.
you got 6 days to labor. Get all your work done. Pay your bills. Take care of your finances. Everything you need to take care of. Read on.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The 7th day of the week is the Shabbat of the Lord thy God. Right? And again, it's Saturday. It's not Sunday. Right? Because when you go to church, they teach you that Sunday is the day of rest. No, Sunday is the beginning of the week. Right? And Saturday is the Sabbath. That's why it's known as the weekend. Right? Read on.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
What the Bible say?
Thou shalt not do any work.
Right, so upon this day you can't do no manner of work. You have to rest and cease from your labor, because the Lord ceased from his labor.
Right.
Right? On the 7th day during creation. Give me that Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, and verse number 1.
Right.
Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the 7th day,
And on the what?
And on the 7th day.
And on the 7th day of the Lord. Read on.
Yahweh ended his work.
He did what?
Yahweh ended his work,
So the Lord ended his work, meaning he ceased from his labor. Read on.
which he had made, and he rested on the 7th
He
day.
did what?
And he rested on the 7th day.
Right, so the Lord rested upon the 7th day. We want to strive to be like the Lord. So the Lord told us to not do any work, right, and rest upon the Shabbat day, and that's what we have to do as the chosen people. Right? Bring it out.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31.
it out.
And if the people of the land.
Go back to Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Teacher.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse number 8.
Bring it out.
And it reads, Exodus 20 and verse number 8.
Right, this is 6 2, sister. Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth and the sea and all that in them is, and rest the 7th day.
all week to work, pay your bills, get your finances done. Right? But the Lord said this 7th day, you cannot work on that day. Now bring this up.
Book of Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring wares or any victuals on the Sabbath day.
And the people of the land is talking about the nations. Right? Because they don't close down their businesses upon the Saturday. Right? Because they want you to stay in sin. Read on.
To sell, that we would not buy it of them.
What?
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
Right? So again, we can't buy and sell on the Shabbat day. That's another don't that we can't do. Right? So again, no working and no buying and selling. You understand that? Right? So you can't wake up in the morning, go to the mall, take your kids out. No, that's a day of rest. You're supposed to give reverence to the Lord. Right? You got all week to do that. You can do that on the Sunday. But the Lord said this set apart day, you got to give your reverence and your praise unto Him. And do what's required and commanded of you in the Bible. You understand? Also, sister, you got to keep the dietary law. Right? You eat pork, sister? Right? All praise to the Most High. What about shrimp, crab, and lobster? Well, sometimes. Right? Give me Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 41. Let's see what the Lord said about this. Because you got a dietary law that you got to keep. Bring this up.
Book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 41. And every creeping thing.
And what?
And every creeping thing.
Every creeping thing. Read on.
That creepeth upon the earth.
And it creepeth upon the earth, or they creepeth upon the waters. Read on.
Shall be an abomination.
Shall be a what?
Shall be an abomination.
Every creeping thing is an abomination. Crab, shrimp, lobster, those are considered creeping things. Right? Read on.
It shall not be eaten.
It shall what?
It shall not be eaten.
The Lord said you got things that can be eaten and things that can't be eaten. Right? Now give me verse 7. Let's see what the Lord said about things that can't be eaten. Bring it up.
Verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
What is swine? What's swine? It's pig, it's pork. Right? It's ham hogs. It's shitterlings. Right? Read on.
Though he divide the hoof.
Right? Also he got it divided. Read on.
And be cloven footed. Yet he cheweth not the good.
You know what?
He cheweth not the good.
He doesn't properly digest his meal. Right? Everything pigs eat, you go over to the position. Read on.
He's unclean to you.
What?
He's unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Leviticus 20 and 25. Right? So that's playing upon table, so no more pork on your fork. Right? No more shrimp in your tent.
That's right.
That's an abomination in the sight of the Lord.
That's right.
And what did the Lord say about abominations? Give me the book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 13. Let's see what the Lord said about abominations. Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 4. Let's get that one. Right? So we're going into the dietary law right now. Did y'all know the Lord required us to keep the dietary law? Y'all ever heard this before? Right? Sister said she never heard it before. Right? Well, you hearing it today, all praises to the Most High. Bring this up.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 4.
Right.
Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
Right, so the Lord set up servants and prophets in these last days, saying what?
Rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
That I what?
That I hate.
That I what?
That I hate.
So the Lord hates in the Bible. He said he hates all abominations. Also, when you read Sirach chapter 15 and verse 13.
Right.
So if the Lord said pork is an abomination, that means the Lord hates when you eat pork.
Right.
He hates when you eat shitterlings.
Right.
He hates when you eat damn ham hogs, man.
Right.
Right? And pork sausage. Right? Bring it out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 13. The Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear God love it not.
And if you fear the Lord, you're not going to love these different abominations.
That's right.
And give me Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 25.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse number 25. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts
The Lord said you have to put a difference between these clean beasts
and unclean.
and these unclean beasts. So there's literally unclean beasts on the earth that the Lord said you can't eat. Read on.
And between unclean fowls and clean.
Right, so you got clean birds and you got unclean birds.
Right.
Right, chicken is considered a clean bird.
Right.
Turkey is considered a clean bird.
Right.
What's an unclean bird? An eagle. Right? A damn ostrich. Right? Right, well you can eat a pigeon, brother. That's clean.
That's right.
Right? Bring this up.
And ye
That's
shall
right. What you say, brother? A raven. Right? Bring it up.
and ye shall not make your souls by beast or by fowl.
What the Lord say?
By beast or by
The
fowl.
Lord said you can make your soul abominable by beast and fowl. But he said, don't do it. Do not make your soul unclean by beast and fowl. Read on.
Or by any manner of living thing.
Or by what?
Or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you.
Which I what?
Which I have separated from you.
Right, so we are set apart people. So it's separate foods that we have to eat. Right now, the nation, they can eat anything they want. Right, the Chinese man, they eat squid. Right, they eat rat, dog, cat. Right, but hey, look, the Israelites, we gotta eat that clean food.
That's right.
Read on.
Which I have separated from you as unclean.
That's what?
As unclean.
Those are unclean beasts that the Lord said the Israelites can't eat.
That's right.
Also, give me Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9.
Book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 9. Shall ye eat of all that are in the
Now,
water.
the Lord said we can eat things that come out of the water. Right, but it's under certain stipulations. Bring it out.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye
The
eat.
Lord said everything that come out of the water, in order for you to eat it, it has to have both fins and scales. It can't have one without the other. For example, you can't eat a catfish, right? Because it has fins, but it doesn't have any scales.
That's right.
Right? Now you can eat salmon, right? You can eat perch, you can eat whiting, you can eat cod, right? Real quick, give me Psalms chapter 68 verse 14. Right? Salmon is a righteous fish that the Lord said we can eat. Right? Bring it out.
Psalm chapter 68 and verse number 14. Bring it out. When the Almighty scattereth kings in it, it is white as snow.
It was what?
It is white as snow.
White represents righteousness when you read Daniel chapter 12 verse 10. So it was righteous, read on.
It was white as snow and salmon.
And what?
And salmon.
And salmon. So the Lord said we can eat that salmon. Right? You can bake it, you can roast it, right? You can grill it, you can do your thing with it. Right? Put some parsley on it, squeeze the lemon on it, right? And they come out kind of crazy in this thing. Right. Bring it out.
Book of Tobit, chapter 6, verse 5.
Right.
The young man did as the angel commanded him. And when they had roasted the fish,
What?
They had roasted the fish.
They had roasted the fish. They wasn't roasting unclean fish. They wasn't roasting catfish. Right? They wasn't boiling crab. Right? They wasn't down boiling shrimp, man.
That's what
right until it turned red. Right? Then you kind of making the special sauces for it. No, that's an abomination in the sight of the Lord. Read on.
They did eat.
They did what?
They did eat.
They ate that righteous fish. Read
Right. Then they both went on their way till they drew near to
on. Give me Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9. Right? Let's get some more for this. Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9.
Look at Leviticus chapter 11 verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters and in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So again, sister, everything that come out of the water, in order for you to eat it, it has to have both fins and scales.